Richard's attorney, Lisa Bloom, spoke with me today as Combs was actually standing before the judge. Lisa, thanks so much for joining me. I'd love to get your reaction to this. You know, it's still breaking, the news that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested unexpectedly, and the details in the indictment.
Yes. So, wow. On behalf of my client, Don Richard, thank you to the grand jury, the prosecutors, and the FBI who got us to this point. And the grand jury, I want to remind everybody, is just ordinary citizens who are basically conscripted into service. They reviewed all of the evidence, and the indictment comes from them, and it is a blockbuster. And you know, Ashleigh, what's really striking to me is how remarkably similar this federal indictment is to the lawsuit that we filed a week ago, of course, not knowing that this was coming. There are very similar allegations. A whole bunch of people in a criminal conspiracy. That's what's alleged in the criminal case. That's what we allege in the civil case. We also talk about physical violence, sex trafficking, sexual abuse. That's all there in the federal case. I mean, there's just so much overlap. It's really striking.
That is what I wanted to ask you about, because they're pretty specific in a lot of the allegations that they're making against Sean Combs, and your client, Don Richard, has her own experiences that she's shared with you, some of which are public, and I'm sure some you have just had these private discussions with her. But the bizarre details in these freak-offs, does that comport with Dawn's discussions with you? Was she a part of any of those freak-offs? Did she witness, or was she victimized in any of these alleged so-called freak-offs?
Yes, and again, in the complaint that we filed a week ago, before all of this, we talk in detail about these parties and what she was forced to see, what she endured. Sometimes she objected, she tried to intervene. I mean, this was something that repeatedly, unfortunately, she was a part of, because, you know, for people who don't know my client, Don Richard, she's a very successful, popular singer. There she is, very beautiful as well. And she was, you know, quote unquote, discovered by Sean Combs when she tried out for the show Making the Band. She was then in the band Danity Kane, which was owned by him, and later Diddy Dirty Money. And so, you know, to have a career that she always wanted, she went to these parties. She was really controlled by him. I mean, this was all kind of part of the scene, and now it's all crashing down on Sean Combs.
So let's talk about, you know, Sean is no dummy, and he's got loads of money and lots of legal, you know, walloping power behind him. Realistically, so far, right, the charges are racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, with the open-ended suggestion by the U.S. attorney that there could be more coming down the pike. There's no kidnapping, although that was alluded to, you know, in some of the descriptions. A, what other charges do you think might come down the pike for him? And I'll talk about others in a minute. And B, which of these do you think are hardest to beat and easiest to beat?
So I'm surprised there's no drug charges. There are allegations in the indictment, which I read carefully, about illegal drugs. And everybody who knows Sean Combs has really talked about illegal drugs swirling around him at all times. You know, the grand jury may have decided, you know, we just don't really care about that. We're going to focus on what's much more important. From the prosecutor's point of view, the racketeering charges are the best. The racketeering law, which is also called RICO, is something that prosecutors like, because you only have to show a conspiracy among 3 or more people, and then 1 or 2 acts in furtherance of the conspiracy. And what's the conspiracy they allege? They allege that women were brought in, women were trafficked. There were all kinds of sex acts that were engaged in for his sexual gratification. And all the people who worked with him were part of ordering the products that were involved. You know, I'm trying to be a little bit careful here. And that they knew about it, that people covered up for him when women would complain. They were silenced. For example, the Cassie video that we've seen where he's beating her in the hotel hallway, his people immediately went and tried to cover that up, tried to pay off hotel employees, the government says. So there's a lot here, and the prosecution doesn't have to prove every single allegation. If they just prove some of it, they can succeed on the racketeering charge. So I think that's a charge that they very much like.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.